This is WFYI News Now. It's Thursday, February 12th, and I'm Sarah Neal-Estes. Here are today's Central Indiana and statewide stories. Construction on a new $10 billion data center for Facebook parent company Meta is underway in Indiana. Governor Mike Braun and company leaders broke ground on the 13-building complex yesterday. The center will be part of the LEAP Innovation and Research District in Lebanon. It is expected to initially bring thousands of temporary construction jobs and about 300 operational jobs once completed. The new development has received some pushback from residents concerned about water usage by Meta, Eli Lilly, and other companies in the district. Those concerns may be part of the larger discussion of the statewide water management plan that the Department of Natural Resources seeks public input on. The first of 7 workshops is in Indianapolis today at Fort Harrison State Park. DNR will hold 6 more workshops across the state through May. You can learn more at dnr.in.gov. A bill to change Indiana's hemp regulations could harm a growing industry, according to some small businesses that testified at the State House yesterday. Ben Thorpe reports lawmakers say they are conforming with federal changes made by the Trump administration last year to close an existing loophole.
Lawmakers say the loophole arose in the 2018 Farm Bill, which they say was intended to approve industrial hemp and CBD products. With it has come a wide range of synthetic and unregulated products that have higher levels of THC. Bill author Aaron Freeman says that has led to stores selling products that can get people high.
It is egregious to me that my kid can walk in a gas station and buy this stuff. Makes no sense whatsoever. And I beg somebody to come here and stand here and tell me that that's different.
The bill creates a regulatory and licensing structure for products that would still be legal under the new definition and limits the purchase of products to people 21 and up. I'm Ben Thorpe at the State House.
Indiana lawmakers made additional adjustments to a broad immigration enforcement bill this week. Representatives introduced dozens of amendments in the House. Concerns included potential liabilities for law enforcement and penalties for employers that hire someone without legal status. Representative Ed Delaney says he worries that broad language in the bill will force employees at public schools and hospitals to be deputies for ICE.
This is not a cop-only bill. This bill deputizes every state institution into carrying out ICE enforcement.
Delaney and other lawmakers proposed amendments to the legislation that would have exempted schools, hospitals, and churches from required involvement with immigration enforcement. Most of the amendments failed to get a majority approval. The bill is now up for final passage in the House. Also at the State House, a revised bill targeting youth gun violence is moving forward after lawmakers softened language that would have automatically sent some teens to adult court for possessing a handgun. Caroline Beck reports.
Children can already be tried in adult courts for certain serious crimes in Indiana. A new bill would now make it so that those under 18 could be sent to adult courts if they are caught twice possessing a handgun and have a previous conviction. The move received bipartisan support in committee this week. While the Indiana Prosecuting Attorneys Council was okay with the bill changes, Courtney Curtis says it still has a long way to go before addressing the rise in youth gun violence.
It doesn't fix the problem that we need to be fixing, which is juveniles need to feel that they have other options besides committing crimes and that they have other options besides arming themselves.
The bill now heads to the full Senate. I'm Caroline Beck at the State House.
And for our final story today, the Poynter Institute, a renowned journalism school and research organization, announced its appointment of a public editor in Indianapolis. A public editor serves as both a media critic and a connection between local newsrooms and the community. Jeremy Rubin reports.
The Poynter Institute announced the appointment of Tracy Compton as the Indianapolis public editor. Public editors help bridge the gap between reporters and the communities they report on by focusing on transparency. They often do this by writing columns explaining why certain newsroom decisions are made and by answering questions from the community about how journalists do their work. Compton will cover multiple outlets in Indianapolis, including WFYI, Mirror Indy, and the Indiana Capital Chronicle. I'm Jeremy Rubin.
That's all for today's episode of WFYI News Now. Our podcast is produced by Zach Bundy, with support from the news team at WFYI and public media journalists across the state. Kendall Antron produced our music, and if you liked today's episode, remember to subscribe and share, and follow WFYI on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube to get the latest updates from our newsroom anytime. Thank you for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.